Did Nintendo themselves kind of leak out a huge feature for the Switch 2? Well, maybe, but let's break that all down. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Weekend XP Share. So, in news I never thought I'd be chatting about, Nintendo themselves might have just leaked a pretty big piece of information when it comes to the Switch 2. Now, the source of all this? Well, it appears to be within the code of the most recent release for them, being Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. So, here is the post that has been making the rounds over on X, and it comes from the user Ribshark. So, code can be seen that appears to have handling of 4K resolutions, which, in case you've been living under a rock, the current Switch cannot do that. So why on earth would this game support 4K resolution if the current Switch can't even do it? Well, my friends, that's because of the Switch 2. You guys are gonna think I'm some type of loon when talking about the Switch 2, but I genuinely believe this. It has long been rumored that the Switch 2 can handle 4K resolution while in docked mode. But not only that, but this could hint at another key feature, and that's backwards compatibility. And the fact that the Switch 2 could also give us upgraded visuals for previous games. Now, I gotta admit, when it comes to Nintendo, this raises more questions than answers, just kind of given their past. My first question here is, would this upgrade come at no additional cost? Or are they looking to charge us for this upgrade like PlayStation has been doing with a $10 upgrade? At the very least, I think two games are up for consideration. One being, because it just leaked apparently, Paper Mario seems to be one of those games. And that second game, which was yet another leaked title, was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now again, I think it's rather odd that Breath of the Wild is the title here, and not Tears of the Kingdom. More on that later. But Nintendo makes more money than I'll ever make, so they know what they're doing here. But rumors, as you all know, began to heat up around last August. This is where an upgraded version of the game was shown off at Gamescom behind closed doors. Now, when we objectively look at Breath of the Wild, yes, it does need an upgrade. That's mainly because the Switch for sure held it back. So I think offering up this title with 4K at 60 FPS will no doubt do the trick. Also, real quick, this isn't a dig at anybody. I have a genuine question for you guys. Does Paper Mario really need 4K 60 FPS? It's Paper Mario. I don't think it's that difficult of a game. Does it really need it? Now, as for games I think need this performance boost in the most dire way, I look at Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, seeing how that was a big talking point upon the game's release. The frame rate situation plagued it from the start. And let's not forget all those various crashes and bugs we've seen online. Yeah, those games need it. I also think this one should be free. They kind of owe us. Now, another game I think should be on the docket here was one I mentioned earlier, that being Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I said in prior videos the reason as to why I think Nintendo isn't opting for this one right away is because they recently released the game, and they just might think it doesn't need a facelift right away. But selling this lineup of games I proposed right up front could be another huge selling point for the Switch 2. Not that it really needs it, and it will help those other games have a longer lifespan, kind of like Mario Kart 8. But please, let that game die, give me Mario Kart 9. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass it off to you guys. Just because I know I missed a few, what are some games you think need that upgrade feature? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Weekend XP Share.